Okay, welcome to my WrestleMania match card predictions. We talked about what I think about the WrestleMania card. Now let's get to talking about what I think of. This is WrestleMania Talk episode 27, and we're going to talk about what I think of. Last week, today we also talked about what I think about the match card, but now we're going to talk about my predictions. So first, let's get on our way with the potential matches. So, here's what I think is going to happen during these matches. The Final Testament versus the Pride is the potential match. The Pride consists of Bobby Lashley, B-Fab, and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. And the Pride and the Final Testament consists of Karrion Kross, Scarlett, AOP, Akam, and Razor, and their manager is going to be Paul Ellering, but he's not a wrestler, so he won't be in the match. I feel like, as I said before in the last video, the women are pretty limited, but I think this is going to be something special from Bobby Lashley and Karrion Kross to show how good our performers they could be with time. So I'm going to say, as a result of what's happening here, I feel like the Pride would win. And the next match is, now this one all depends. This is all depending. This match I'm about to speak about is depending based on who would win. The first match. This match I'm going to, if it is a normal tag team match with Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio, and what's his face? Santos Escobar, a Roman Reigns knockoff. I call him Roman Reigns knockoff because you can't tell me Santos Escobar doesn't look like Roman Reigns' little brother. You can't tell me that. But who, if this is a here versus mask match, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee are going to win. If it's just a regular tag team match, Dominic and Santos Escobar are going to win. That's just my opinion. Because Dominic still needs a big WrestleMania upset win, I feel. So if it's a normal match, they'll get that. If it's a mask versus hair, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee are winning. Okay, so let's get to the night one matches announced. This should be easy because there's only one match announced. The Bloodline, The Rock, and the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Now, as I said before, I didn't say this last time, but I say this all depends on one thing. It's going to be probably one of the best matches at WrestleMania of all time for at least this generation. But here is my biggest concern about this. And it might concern you too if you're a Cody Rhodes fan. Cody Rhodes, it depends what's going to happen at night one. If Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win night one, Cody's not winning against Roman Reigns. If The Rock and Roman Reigns wins, Cody Rhodes is going to win the title. And it's all because interference will be allowed, and you have Seth Rollins to back him up, and they have Jey Uso, and who knows, maybe Solo Sikoa would turn on Roman Reigns this night at WrestleMania. You never know. And then him and Jey Uso could be the Usos 2.0. Him and Sikoa. But who I think is going to win this is The Rock and Roman Reigns. That's who I think is going to win the match. And now let's get to night 2 confirmed matches. Now this one is a little bit easier because there's 2 matches confirmed. Roman Reigns and versus Drew McIntyre. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, the winner of this match is going to be Damian Priest. He's going to cash in tonight. He's going to cash in that night before Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins could even get through with the match. He's going to hit his finisher. Uno, dos, tres. And your new winner, Damian Priest. That's my prediction. He's going to cash in right in the middle of the match, make it a triple threat. Both of them are out. He cashes in the con. He distracts the referee while Finn Balor and Damian, the whole Judgment Day, come out and attack both of them, so they're even more hurt. He cashes in, makes it a triple threat, wins the match, and it will be a triple threat match now. And Drew and Damian Priest will not be our new World Heavyweight Champion. And the only other match confirmed, it's either going to be a regular match with the Bloodline barred from ringside, or Bloodline rules. You know my opinion on that. It's just another no-holds-barred ripoff with a ridiculous name. Like no-holds-barred. Just call it no-holds-barred. As I said before, this depends on night one, probably. But I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes winning. Like last year, I said Cody Rhodes was going to lose. I was right. This year, I think Cody Rhodes is going to win. This is logically where it has to go. And these are the matches that have no night confirmed. Io Sky versus Bayley. Now, this is going to be a tough one. I feel like this is going to be a good match. Not the best match ever, but a good match. And I think Bayley is going to win the Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. I like Becky Lynch, but Rhea Ripley is probably going to retain. It's going to be a good match. Don't get me wrong. But I don't feel like they'll have Rhea Ripley. I meant Rhea Ripley is going to definitely win this. It's like too early in her reign to, cut her off. I feel like make her lose at when she beats Bayley's record with the title. And then only then make her lose. So my opinion on that match is Rhea Ripley. Gunther the Ring General versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther the Ring General is gonna win. Sami Zayn, have you seen him? He's skinnier than a pencil almost. Gunther's gonna kill him. It's gonna be a good match, but Gunther is gonna kill him. Have you ever seen Gunther versus Kofi Kingston? He absolutely killed Kofi until the last few minutes of the matches, where you think he has hope, and then Gunther crushes his dreams. I'm sorry, I'm a Sami Zayn fan, but Gunther is becoming one of my favorites, if not, at least, in my opinion, Gunther, there's no way he's losing this. He's at least going to hold the Intercontinental Championship 1,000 days before losing. If not that, at least till SummerSlam, or till when Chad Gable could beat him. Okay, next is the six-pack tag team ladder match for the Undisputed Championship. The tag team champions, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, the Judgment Day, versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, versus the Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth, versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, versus A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, versus New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Now this match is going to be good, not only because it's a ladder match, because they have some really talented wrestlers here. And I feel like this will be on night 1, so Damian Priest could cash in and get rested for night 2. But who's winning this? In my opinion, there's only one person who really deserves a real title, and that would be... To be fair, here are the 2 winners I pick. I'm going to pick 2, but I'll pick one at the actual show. But I'll tell you which one I think is more likely and who I actually think is going to win it. The Miz and R-Truth. I want to win. In my heart, I want Austin Theory and Grayson Waller to win. Who is actually going to win? The Awesome Truth. But these 2 are the ones I really want. Nah, The Miz and R-Truth and Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, I really want to win. But we all know the Judgment Day is retaining. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Everybody say it with me. Who's winning this one? LA Knight. Yeah. There ain't no way he's losing to AJ Styles. I like AJ Styles. It's not one of my favorites. But he's not winning. Dogs will fly before he wins this match. Okay, the next match. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Possibly one of the most disappointing matches of the night. Could be good, could be great. It just all depends of how much time they have. And so, here is my opinion on this. Jey Uso is going to win. And I feel at the end they're going to hug it out. They're going to give each other a hug. Like, next match we're going to be talking about is Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. Champion Logan Paul. Oh, this one is tough. I feel like Kevin Owens, you don't want him to lose on a big stage. You don't want to have Randy Orton lose at a big stage. And you don't want to have Logan Paul lose again. So, I have to use my critical thinking here. Who would this benefit more? Logan Paul. Because he's retaining the title, at least till SummerSlam. And he will start defending it on SmackDown and Raw probably, because he's becoming more and more active. Okay. The next and final match that has been announced and confirmed is Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control's Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. No titles on the line, no nothing. This is Jade Cargill's first major match at a big show. Not counting the Royal Rumble. But this is her first real match, you know. It's not a singles match, it's a tag team match. But I feel like every woman in here is going to do something really exciting. And Jade Cargill could show her skills in ring. They're going to give this match a decent amount of time. And what more can we hope for? I'm not expecting like a 5-star bar burner from this. I'm expecting like something that's watchable, you know? It's something that I expect to be very watchable. It ain't gonna be too bad, it isn't gonna be too good. It's gonna be the bare minimum. The bare minimum of decency. It's not going to... as I said, it's not going to be the best match out there. It's not going to be the worst match out there. It's going to be a match. That's all we can hope for. What more do you expect from this? I feel like since Bianca Belair is undefeated at WrestleMania, like I said, winning every WrestleMania match she had, Bianca Belair's team is going to win. Now, granted, this could break or make the pay-per-view. Bianca Belair needs to wrestle at every WrestleMania until she retires to beat The Undertaker's streak. Do I think that's going to happen? No, she's eventually going to lose. But I don't think it's going to be... It's going to be like one of the Undertaker of women WrestleMania streak. I feel like you could do that with Rhea Ripley, because, once again, she is younger, but she already lost at WrestleMania. So it's not like you could just erase that loss. She lost to everyone's favorite wrestler in the whole entire history of women's wrestling, Charlotte Flair. Said nobody, but you could have had a big streak for Rhea Ripley, starting with her beating Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, then her being Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship when it was called that, and then having her win the Women's Tag Team Championship with Liv Morgan the following year, and then having her beat Charlotte Flair again. That's basically her whole WrestleMania history in like a little time. So that is, on my opinion, this is Comedy King Carl. Goodbye.